Alright, so this is our oblique matrix that we got from number 1, yes? So which one do you think, this first row or the second row, is going to be easier to get the first number to be a 1? So do you think it's going to be easier if I divide this one by -6 or this one by 10? I am liking the idea of the 10 just because then this will be like 0.2 and this will be 0.4, right? It'll just because it's a little easier. You could do either one. So that means I'm going to switch row 1 and row 2. So then my next one is going to be 10 to -4, -6, -10, 20. And then I'm going to say row 1, the new row 1, I'm going to say 1/10. That's going to replace row 1. So my second row stays the same. And my first row is going to be 1. I'm going to say 0.2, -0.4. So my next objective, now that I have this to be 1, is to get everything underneath it to be a 0. Get this to be a 0. So then I'm going to say 6 times row 1 plus row 2 is going to replace row 2. You okay with why I did that? Because I said, hey, 6 times this plus a -6 will make that 0. And I'm going to replace the second one.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So the first row stays the same. And then the second row I have to follow this. So I'm going to say 6 times 1, which is 6. So I'm saying 6 times 1, which is 6, plus a -6, which is 0. Now I'm going to say 6 times 0.2, that would be 1.2, right?
Yeah.
Minus 10. What's 1.2 minus 10? -8.8. And then I need to say 6 times -0.4 plus 20. 17.6. You okay with that? Okay, so now my next objective is to get this to be a 1. Yes? So then I am going to say the second row, I don't know, negative, too close to that. Second row, so -1 over 8.8 times the second row, replace the second row. So the first row stays the same. Well, any number times 0 just keeps that 0. This next one's just going to be 1, which is my goal, and I just need to say 17.6 divided by 8.8. It's going to be 2. That makes my life happy, but it's going to be -2. Almost done, right? Because now all we need to do is make this 0, and we're done. So to make that 0, I'm going to multiply -0.2 times the second row, add that to the first row, and replace the first row. So now the second row stays the same, 0, 1, -2. Well, 0 times 0.2 plus 1 is just 1. -0.2 times 1 is -0.2. Plus 0.2, that would make it 0. Then I need to do the -0.2 times 2. And then I need to add to that the 0.4. This will be positive, so this is just going to be 0 as well. So then now we notice that the x-coordinate is 0, and the y-coordinate is -2. So my answer is going to be 0, -2.